Let's get this party started. All right, here's
Nice.
Parker. How are you doing, sir?
Got the flu, but I'll be.
Oh my God, you got the flu.
Mm,
Parker, just center yourself on the camera because people have been asking me about Ricky as well. We're like, where's Ricky at? Like, I'm seeing him from the top of the camera. I don't know what's going on. Let's get this done with. I talked to a bunch of people, this morning. There has been a lot of kind of suggestions from the community in terms of, creating a standard organization, right? And the standard organization basically will kind of help people kind of, have multiple maintainers, multiple people that can review the code, approve the code and all that. But also at the same time, kind of since we started this journey with kind of prefixing everything with the standard, I think it's a good way to start. I think it's a good approach. But also at the same time, I think it's going to help a lot of people kind of continue to contribute to the standard, kind of separate the person from the personality kind of thing, So people would be focusing on the standard more than focusing on one person or one individual. Okay, with that being said, Mabruk, I know you watched the session. Last time, we were kind of working on the completion task. I'm gonna kind of increase the size on my screen here, and I'm gonna write a failing test for you, Brian, and then you're gonna take it from there. What do you think about that? Wanna play?
gee, okay, throw me in the deep end.
You
Sure.
wanna play? Let's play. Let's
Nice.
do it. I don't know where Elbic is at, but it was basically you and him because Kylo and I kind of played Kylo, Ricardo, and I last night, right? So let's keep that ball rolling. So I'm gonna pull latest here. Let's do this. Here we go. I know
What
Kylo will
branch me
be
on, my
joined.
brother?
Yeah. So okay. So what do we have here total? We should have everything passing because Ricardo pushed a passing test yesterday. What up, Kay?
Hello.
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 Hey.
And Kylo, I'm gonna pull in your PC share when you start writing code, okay?
Okay.
It's gonna be mostly Brian and Mabruk today. Mabruk is ready today. He has a computer for us.
Ready all the time.
All right, let's get this going. So I'm gonna I'm gonna face this here, and then I'm gonna do the validations.
Oh my
Let's get
god.
this started. So here's the validations. So this is logics validations. Look at that, Yusuf. What's up, brother?
Hey,
Oh my God, you did the whole streamer thing. I see what
yeah,
you're doing there. Okay. All right. I
I'm
see your
getting
game. I
into.
see what kind of game you're playing.
I'm getting into. Well, this is actually. So this is like a lamp that I bought, and I just
Uh-huh.
got it so that like I could like set a tone whenever I come home. It's just like keeps it
I
keeps it
got
looking
you.
cool.
You
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
want to, okay, you want to vibe. I see you.
I'm gonna do the Hassan snap.
Do
There
the
it is.
Tupac Shakur.
There it is. Yeah. I just want to preface, I'm ready to code today. I did
You
a
better.
really brief review of everything, so it's not really in depth, but I know it's standard based, so I have some familiarity with that, and I'm down. So
I,
yeah, throw
I,
me in, whatever.
so I talked to Christo, this community is huge. Like there's people from everywhere. I was talking to
Yeah.
him this morning and he said to me, "Can I consider this to be the template moving onwards, because that's the most recent." So
Yeah.
the most recent code that we write is usually the latest and greatest according to the standard. But there's
Yeah.
still research and think tanks and people doing great things, all over the place. But yeah, this one should definitely be a good start for the community. Also, Yusuf, I was just telling people, we're building a standard organization on GitHub. So instead of just people going to um, repositories that I'm building, there will be the standard organization, and under that organization, there will be all the teams and all the projects, and
That's
hopefully it
crazy.
continues to grow. You know, I,
Yeah.
you know, I have people all over the place. I got my peeps, they're great.
No,
Okay,
that's
so
awesome. Yeah.
yeah, so let's see. Should throw validation, exception, on send if chat completion is null, right? And this guy asynchronous, so this will be asynchronous. So we're validating, that, if the chat completion that's being passed in is null, we freak out and we throw exceptions and we say this is not okay, right? So here is a chat completion, null chat completion, right, Mabruk? Completion, is that the right word? And null chat completion exception, new null chat completion exception, right? And then I'm gonna go here and say expected chat completion validation exception, new chat complete. Ah, look at this. Look at the AI vibing with me. We're just going. We're just going, man. You know what I mean? The value task is chat completion.
Life is easy.
Send chat completion task equal this dot service, and then send chat completion async. And here's your null chat completion. I wanna do something in the standard community. I'm gonna pull people that um, that like to type fast, and we see if they can beat the AI. We're gonna have human versus machine kind of thing, and see what that looks like. It'll be fun. So actual chat completion validation exception new no, that will be await assert throws async chat completion validation exception, and then that will be send chat completion task as task, like this. So that should be this guy. And okay, what's next? So actual chat completion validation exception should be equivalent to expect. There you go. And then we want to verify this dot mock. Okay, Lou, mute your side. There's noise coming from your side. Verify, and then this is broker.
Are you serious? There's
Is it you or who?
It could be me. I mean, if you're hearing clacking like typing, that might
Yeah,
be me.
no, not clacking. It's just like, what's that?
Oh, it's definitely not me.
It's
Okay,
probably from you, Hassan.
let me try to mute K and see. No, it's not K. It's Yusuf.
Is it me? Okay, I'll
Sorry,
mute myself.
sorry, K. I judge you. I judge you badly. I apologize. You can come back. It was like, are you serious, bro, right now? All right. External. What are you running a carpenter shop over there? What's
The thing is, like, I don't hear anything,
It's okay, man. You're
so I'm
cool.
not sure where it's coming from. It might be my computer fan, though. Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so this is, verify no other calls, and then we need to create a bunch of exceptions, right? So let's go back here. Um, models, services, foundations, chat completions. I'm gonna create another folder called exceptions, and then under exceptions, I'm gonna create a file, and this file will inherit from exception with the X, and that guy will be public because it may be exposed to the outside world. Control KE, and CTOR doesn't take input parameters. Message chat completion is null. Here you go. Good. Control KE. All good. Let's go back here. We need the other exception, which is chat completion validation exception. Let's go add this one in there. So here is, oops, what did I click on? Add, here's a class, here's a chat completion validation exception, here's the copyright. Brian Parker has a really cool new copyright for us. It's called the Standard Organization, a coalition of good-hearted engineers. I like that one more. Brian, if you want to, take a stab at our repository and create a code drop for this one, I'd be forever grateful. Thank you. I think it's good. I like it. So here's exception, inner exception, and base message, chat completion, validation error occurred. Contact, nope, not contact support because this is a validation, so it should be fix errors and try again. Fix errors and try again. How do you say fix errors and try again in French? Mabruk, you know?
I need to
Please.
refresh my mind now.
You
I
know.
need to select which language because I speak. I switch into languages into 3-4 languages daily.
A day. You know, can you
Yeah.
believe this, Yusuf? Like Mabruk is in Germany. He switched from, he speaks Arabic, Tunisian Arabic, so he speaks Arabic, and then he switches over to French, and then German, and then English, all fluently. Like he goes like this, right? I mean, English, we can understand what he's saying, right, Brian? I mean, we have an idea of what he's trying to say.
At least. I don't need more.
There he is. Here's those big guy. What up, dude?
Yes.
We felt
Hello.
we felt disconnected from Asia there for a second, you know, and then you came in, so I thought, okay, we're good.
Yeah,
I thought
Asian traffic. There's an Asian traffic.
Okay, I have a failing test. I thought he knew it's his turn to write code today, so he was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
No.
Mabruk, take it. It's your turn. Are you excited?
Take it easy.
I have a feeling that you're excited about this.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go, fam.
This one.
Brian, while Mabruk is doing this, what are the two things that we, or two or three things, what are the properties that we can't go without in this model? You're on mute, brother.
Of course, it's a model again.
It's a model.
Yeah, and it really doesn't make sense unless we're sending some messages.
So model and messages. Gotcha. Okay. The rest is optional.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Good. Okay.
Is that because of the broker?
So what? Are you getting the right error or no? You are. Object reference is not set to an instant. Yeah. So what are you gonna do? Let's see.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah. Tell me.
Here. Nice.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So let's create.
Uh-huh. What's the point? Yeah, you're partializing. Cool.
Is it public or?
No, it's all internal. So moving onwards because of this class friend thing, you know, we're gonna be always internal. Which makes a lot of sense. We used to be complaining, oh, why every time I create a class it comes out internal? It turns out once we stored that rule about, you know, what you want to expose and what you want to hide, now everything started to make sense to us, you know, why these things are coming out internal by default. So that's cool.
I dropped the new header in private chat if we want to start using it.
All right, copyright. I want someone to pick this up as a code rub, Brian.
Yeah, I've already put it in there.
You already created it? Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Thank you. So Elbic, if you look at the private chat, we're changing our copyright. It's going to be the standard organization and then the coalition of the good-hearted engineers. Okay, look at all these people. I made friends everywhere. Try is null. So here's what we're gonna do. If it's an arithmetic value like 1, 2, 3, 5, we're gonna use arithmetic signs. If it's not, then we're gonna use is and is not. Check this out,
So what
Brian.
do you mean?
So you see how line 19, you're saying chat completion equal null? Try is. Just type is instead
Oh,
of equal.
okay.
Mhm.
It's new.
Yeah. There is and is not, and it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Nice.
Fat arrow 15. Line 15, fat arrow it. Mabruk, since it's just a one-liner.
Which here?
Yeah. Fat arrow that guy. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool. Let's go.
Okay. Nice. But we need to catch this.
Yeah, line 13 wants to be partial as well because you partialized, the class. If you go back to the root,
Oh wait, yeah.
yeah, that guy wants to be partial too. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. I think. Are you good?
I try to be.
Okay. I think you're good. Right, Elbic? He's all right.
Um,
Delegate.
the chat.
Look at that. Look at that.
Mm,
Nope, the AI was right. If you go back, do Control Z and take a space after delegate. Like just push a space after delegate. Yep, just do tap. AI knows the standard. That's scary.
Yep.
Dang.
Thanks to me.
What, you've been hired by OpenAI? You're one of these thousands of people that are answering questions behind the scenes?
Exactly.
All
That,
right.
returning.
But by the way,
No.
Kailu, someone proposed making our try catch static. So whatever he's writing in line 14, I think it was Gregory Hayes or someone. They said since you're not calling a logging broker and you're not really relying on a private class member, so you don't care about the instance. I'm just not sure about how it looks though. It looks kind of weird, like if you say private static async. I'm still thinking about that, just something for the community to think about. Okay, now you
Should
just need to
I
throw
just go and you
chat
find
completion,
chat
validation exception.
completion validation?
Validation, look at that. No, he knows. He knows. He's playing.
Little map,
Yes, sir.
not too much.
You probably want to set async for that try catch, but
Yeah. We will remove it from here
yeah.
to take it.
Yep. And then pull it back one. Like pull all that block back by one. Yep.
So let's see what happens.
I think it'll pass. I think. Nice.
Here we go.
So just to get everyone kind of involved, I would want you to write a failing test, but I'll let Elbic write a failing test for. You thought you're gonna run away, huh?
Yeah.
I want him to write a failing test for.
Mm.
So Elbic, the same thing. You're gonna do an invalid
Yeah.
chat completion with the request required. So if the
Does
request
it?
is null. Yep.
All
Give
right.
it. Let's go. Let's have this code run around the planet. Just one circle around the planet. Okay. Hey, Lou, you're still in there?
I'm still here.
You are still
Done.
here. All right, take it,
Have
take
me.
it, E. E for Elbic. Let's go.
All right.
Elbic. All right, let's go to town.
Then we run the tests.
That's a great idea. Thank you for doing this. Yeah.
It works in on my machine.
It works on your machine.
Looks-
That's all that matters. I swear to God, you know, there was a point in time where we just couldn't figure out why it's working on some guy's machine on the Xbox team. We said, okay, well, then we're gonna ship you with the machine. Ship both of you to the customer. It's an option. You gotta take one for the team, right? Oh, the crazy stuff we did. There he is. I thought we were missing someone from down south. What up, Ricky?
Hey,
Ricky, Facebook is creepy. It recommended you as a friend to me this morning. What's that all about? Were you stalking me or was I stalking you?
oh, how about that? Well, that sounds like news to me. I don't know.
Okay. I'm, you know, don't sweat it. You know, I'm okay if you're just kind of check out my profile is public. It's out there for the world, so I don't mind, you know. I think we're not really friends unless we're connected on Facebook, right? That's real friendship right there. Other than that, I don't know. Elbic test is not done yet? Oh my God. How long you been with me, son? Like 2 years now?
Yeah, give me
Go.
a second.
My God. Man, we gotta watch a movie while this guy's I don't know why my studio spotlight is not working today. I'm gonna change this thing.
Yeah. So models and chat
No,
completion.
no, it's not null completion request. It's gonna be invalid completion request, invalid completion exception, right?
All right.
And then you're gonna add a key in there, and then you're gonna go and say value is required.
Okay.
Dude, invalid completion, invalid chat completion.
Chat completion.
Oh yeah.
Get that guy. Get him. Get that guy.
Let me.
What do you think about that, Brian? You know, on public, if 5 people telling you what to do. It's amazing. Amazing experience.
KE and let it be public, right?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Pelu would just mute all of us until the code is done and then unmute us and be like, here's the code. I don't know what you were saying, but the code is done. Do it. So guys, I was watching the Congress hearing for chat. What is it? TikTok. That was hilarious. They kept calling the guy Chinese, and he's telling them I'm from Singapore, and they kept telling him no, but you're Chinese though. I was like, oh my God.
These guys.
They're horrible, horrible. And they don't know anything about technology. They don't know anything about technology, right? And they're telling him, why do you need eye tracking on the app? He's like, well, we need to enable you put the filter so it looks like you're wearing glasses. He's like, but you don't need the face for that though. It's like, what? Oh, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I saw Scott Hanselman tweet about this. He's like, just a bunch of incompetent people in technology, asking a CEO of a tech company, and he's taking them for a ride. He really is. He's just kind of, he's just having fun with them, and he's laughing internally. Like, I don't know what these guys are saying, but anyway, I think like, somehow, people like that are making legislations and stuff like that are way behind on technology, way behind. Needless to say, if you want to really see a comical one, watch the one that the Mark Zuckerberg hearing. The guy was telling him, "Hey, how do you make money out of Facebook?" It's like, "Congressman, we sell ads." And he just give him that little smirk. It was funny. It was really funny. I don't know. Oh, that's right. It was sorry, Gregory. It was Gummimandor. Gummimandor. Yeah. Thanks, Gregory.
So I guess I have a test.
Wow. Let's see. Is it the right test?
Yeah, let's see.
Is it object
It should
required or
be.
value is required? I want you to say value is required
All right.
because end user doesn't understand what an object is. If
Values.
this propagates all the way upstream, they don't know what an object is, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
ideally, we expect people that will be using an SDK to know what an object is, but if they decide to propagate that upstream to a
Mhm.
web application, they have no idea. There you go. Null reference exception. That's a good error. Hey, Yusuf, you want to take that one? Let's go to town,
Yeah, I'll
brother.
hop on it.
Back
This
to
is
America.
yeah, back to America, back to the center of the earth.
Okay. I
Let's
will
do it.
be asking for like a kind of pair programming session, so feel free to like give me suggestions. I haven't officially coded in the standards for like a couple of months now. I've
No
used it to
sweat.
like I've always standardized my applications when I'm doing POCs, but this is my first time really jumping back in. So
Same
yeah.
here. So it's cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We'll do it together.
Okay, I'll
Good.
pull.
Someone else to pile on.
Oh boy.
I accept it. I accept
This
it.
is getting good. This is just getting good. Okay.
Can you all see? Can you all see that?
Yeah, expand the, yeah, there you go. That's better. And then I want you to zoom in the code.
Yeah.
So hold the control button and scroll. There you go. That's my brother
Is
right
that
there.
good? Okay, I don't have my I can't see people, so I can hear you all. It's like
That yeah,
you're
no,
talking.
that's all you need,
You're talking
And
from inside my mind.
we'll be
Okay.
making faces while you're typing code, and then when you watch the recording later.
Oh boy, what have I gotten myself into?
A
Okay,
bad,
that is
bad
way too long.
company. That's what you did. The kind of people that will write code on a Friday night. You don't know what these kind of people are,
Hey, I am game with that. How do I
Okay,
make
bro.
my test explorer smaller? It's so
Let,
big.
let me help. So drag this guy and then just touch the keep
Yeah,
dragging it and then touch
yeah.
that little
This
pin on
one.
the right side. That
There we
works too.
go.
That
Okay.
works too.
Okay, there we are. And then the particular test that I'm running is in unit test. It's
Nope.
in
Run all the tests. Run all the tests.
oh,
Always
run
run all
all
the
of them.
tests. Yeah, always.
Okay.
You don't know what Elbic did. Maybe he broke all the other tests, and now
That's
we're just
true. That's
canning
true.
around. I
Yeah.
don't trust this guy. I can't catch him. And
Oh,
he's
man.
fast too. I can't catch that guy. One day he tells me I'm in Turkey. The next day he's in Tashkent. I don't know. I don't know what he sells. All I know is that he shows up and he says, "Hey, I want to learn code." What does he do
Yeah.
with it? I have no idea.
No idea.
But Yusuf, to tell you
There
about
it is.
Elbic, he actually has his own YouTube channel, and
Oh,
he really
really?
loves his community. Oh, look, we have a failing test. There you go. That's the one.
Yeah. Okay. So invalid completions. Essentially, I feel like what I'm doing here is
Mm.
creating the validation, right? To use the try catch.
So the first part of this,
Yeah.
Mabruk already set the foundation for this. I want you to write the business rules engine,
Mm.
and it's very small. Right click on send completion async on line 70, and then go to implementation. No, this will take you to the interface. I usually just, yeah, there you go. That works.
Yeah.
And then go
Okay.
inside validate chat completion on send. Good. Now at the bottom of this class, let's write this together. You're gonna write a business rules engine together. Elbic, keep me honest
Okay.
on this one. So
Okay.
take a new line, 2 new lines, and then type this private private static void, and then type in validate. And then inside that guy, yeah, validate. And then inside that guy, type in params.
Like capital params?
No, all lowercase params. And
Oh,
then open
interesting.
close parentheses. Oh yeah, this is gonna blow your mind. This is the simplest way I can present a business rules engine. Type inside these two parentheses, type dynamic, and then space, type rule, all uppercase. Sorry, just the first letter. Just the first letter. Yeah, rule. Lowercase ule.
Oh, I see.
Okay, and then comma. And then type in string. And then parameter, uppercase P, the list lowercase.
So this is a very strange syntax I've never
Oh,
seen.
I'm coming to you. I'm coming. And then
Yeah.
step out of this closing parens and open close angle brackets, not angle brackets, just brackets, like an array basically. What do you call those, Brian? The
Square brackets?
square brackets.
Mustaches.
Sure, sure. And then and then take a space and type validations.
I thought the
Capital
curly
V?
braces were mustaches.
Yeah, just type
Validation.
validations. Lowercase, all V, all lowercase. Okay,
Okay.
Brian, I'll get you. I'll get you.
I'm
Okay.
sorry. I thought you were after mustaches, not square brackets.
Not the squigglies. Okay. Inside that method, type in var invalid chat completion exception.
I was just making it harder for him.
Mm-hmm.
I am not getting any of the exceptions.
Yeah, exception, just one. And then initialize it. Initialize it with new invalid chat complete. There you go.
Why is it like it just? Oh, right, because I'm creating a variable.
Yeah.
See, it's been a while, and the var keyword doesn't allow for me to have it a type, so it doesn't give me. I've been using types for my variables, and then it will give me like this name.
Yeah.
As lowercase. That's yeah. Is there anything I add in between?
Nope.
Here,
Just take
like
no, jump into the new line and type this for each. Yeah, there you go. For each. And then in what's inside, instead of rule and all that, just open close parentheses.
Get rid of this.
Yeah. Open close parentheses and type this dynamic rule lowercase r and string parameter lowercase p.
And
No,
or...
just comma. Yep, and then close parenthesis, and then no, just put these two between their own parentheses, like two parentheses.
Like
after for each.
Yeah, like additional two parentheses that you put at the dynamic.
It's a tuple.
Like,
yeah.
Oh, you mean like this?
One here, yep, and one at the end. Okay, now go inside, like, yep, on the left side, they type in validations. No, just N and then space and then validations. There you go. So now type this if statement open close rule dot condition uppercase C.
Is there a reason why I'm not getting any of the...
Yeah, it's dynamic. It doesn't exist yet.
Oh, I see.
Yep, open close squigglies on this if statement. And then type this. Invalid chat completion exception. Dot upsert list. Good. And then take open a parenthesis. And then take a new line. Type key. Colon. And then type parameter in there. There you go. And then take the next line.
With this?
Yeah, new line. Yeah. Yep. And then value rule.message. It's trying. Like AI is really trying. Okay,
yes.
put a semicolon there. And then take a new line after the for each closing squiggly. Nope,
This
not
one
this one.
or
Nope.
the
After the for
last?
each squiggly.
Right.
Another line. Yeah, type this invalid chat completion exception. Dot throw if contains error. Close, open, close, done. So that's a business rules engine. That guy takes rules and
Oh,
process them.
interesting.
Okay. Now let's create a rule. So go
Okay.
to line 23 and create a new rule. Line 23. Take a new
Like,
line. Type this private static dynamic. Yep, and type in is invalid. And put in there an object. So type object at object.
when you say put in there, do you mean like in between
Yes, sir.
open and close?
Yep. Object. And then at space and then type at object. This is an escape character for using a C# keyword. And then
Oh.
put a fat arrow. And then type new next to the fat arrow.
I feel like the syntax was wrong. New.
Yeah. And then open close squigglies. And semicolon after the closing squiggly. Take the squigglies downstairs, take them to the next line.
Yeah.
The other one too.
It doesn't.
And then inside that, type in condition equals at object is null. Okay. Comma. And then next one, type message, uppercase M. Massage. And then type in there double quotes value is required. That's why you wrote in the test, Elbic, right? Good. So now you just created a rule. Now let's go back to go scroll all the way up.
Okay. Do I add okay,
Nope.
scroll all the way up.
Nope, you're good. Yep. And then make this scoped. Make this method in line 13 scoped. So instead of it being a fat arrow, you know, let's make it scoped. Why did you make it a fat arrow like this? Mabruk. Why? I asked him to do it this way. Okay, now take a new line after line 15. Another one, and then type this. Type validate, uppercase V, and then open close parentheses, and then open close another parentheses inside that one. And then type this rule uppercase R, and then the rest is lowercase, colon, and then type is invalid. Good. And then inside that open close parentheses, type chat completion dot request. No, that will be the parameter that we passed in, so all lowercase. No. All
Oh,
lowercase
chat completion
dot request. Yeah. And then take a comma there. The comma after the next one. No, wait. Yeah, you were in the right place. You were in the right place. And then after that comma, type parameter, uppercase P. Parameter. And then colon. And then type this, name of. And then inside that guy, type in chat completion, uppercase C, dot request. Dot request. Okay.
Maybe I should make this on a new
let's
line.
push that to the next line. Yeah. Let's do it.
Like this.
Yeah, and take the rule as well to the next line. So that open from the parenthesis, from the second parenthesis. Like go
like
one
this.
behind and take it. No, take the parenthesis with it. Good. Let's do this. Let's go to the try catch for this.
Does that look correct in terms of the
100%?
Percent. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go to the try catch and let's catch that exception, which is what exception are we catching in the try catch? What do you think?
Looks like try catch async. Currently, just chat completion validation exception or null chat completion
Right. So
exception.
we need another one. The one that you just threw when that
I
request.
see.
Which one is that? You scroll all the way down, you'll see it.
Invalidation chat completion exception.
Invalid chat completion. Let's do it. Let's go put that one in there.
Okay. So this would be creating a new. Do we need to create a new delegate?
Nope. Just add another catch block. Pretty much the same as the one above. The only difference is instead of null chat, you're basically
Yeah.
doing invalid.
Okay.
And then we'll find out whether Elbic's code is right or no.
And then I just pass in the invalid.
Yes, sir. Control KD just to clean things up, and then Control KE.
Okay.
D. Yeah, good. And then run the test. Yusuf, are you
Okay.
added as a contributor to the
Maybe I'm not sure.
because that's gonna block you unless you're working
Oh.
on, hold on, let's see here. What's your GitHub username?
The test pass. My GitHub username is YU. I'll put it in the chat. It's YUSC3.
Just a moment. Yeah, I don't think I added you as a contributor, so before you push, let me add you first and make sure you accept your invitation.
Yeah,
Otherwise it's just gonna block all that work that you just did.
for sure.
Okay.
This dynamic rule thing is unique. I've never done anything like this before. That's
Very
Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah.
Really good. Elbic, what is this dynamic rules engines? What does it do? Accept the
Yeah,
invitation, Yusuf, if you can. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it loops over the rules that we pass in, and then it checks according to the condition and adds the message to the data field of the exception. And then at the end in the line 50, you can see it does check the count of that data. If it's more than 0, it throws it. So it's all the built-in capabilities of exceptions library.
It's a business. It's a
Wow.
full business rules engine. It's amazing. And if
And
I
what's
just
a
take,
business? What's the concept of a business rules engine?
it's basically it's basically a process or a routine that takes in a set of rules and reports and produces a report of how many of these rules has passed or how many have failed.
I see. And is the point to say like some rules can be optional, some rules are like required?
It's mainly targeting, no, not that, but it's mainly targeting allowing people, like, let me ask you a question. Let's say you're using an API endpoint and you're submitting a student model, and that student model has 20 properties, right? Let's say you have a mistake in 5 of these, right? If the API only responds to you every time it finds one error, that means you're going to have to hit that API 5 times. Instead of having to run the business rules engine and says, here's all the problems that you have, with this particular, like submitting a form and it says, no, the date is required, the city is required, and all that,
I
right?
see. Right. It doesn't basically just say, okay, error number 1, and then you fix error number 1, but then there's error number 2. It just says, here's a list of the errors that exist based on this problem. Oh, that's cool. Wow.
That's
crazy.
that's what we call
Yeah.
non-circuit breaker validation engine. It's very, very interesting. It has depth to it, but this is good for now. Now, you should be able to push. You just need to type in the test name that you made pass, and then just
Yeah. Is it this one? I think
yeah,
this one right here.
that's the one. Yep.
Okay.
Okay, Lou, can you take this and write a failing test for Mr. Parker? Make sure you push that one as well, Yusuf.
This is the push, yeah.
Yep. So, Kailu, the only ones required are the
Okay, we're good.
the messages and the model.
Messages and model.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just added your user there.
Wait. Okay.
There you go. Let's
So
go, Kay.
So I paid attention to use of Visual Studio, and I realized that his Visual Studio is not, ordering the system using first. So
we need to fix that.
yeah, it might be useful for viewers as well, just to let him know.
How do I? Yeah, how do I
Kylo,
fix
not
that?
this one. Do revert. Do revert. Okay, there you go. Careful what you're pasting, what you're copying.
Yeah, you need to go to the search and say place using system using first. If you say place, it should, I guess, show you the
that little, if you do Control Q, basically.
Yeah.
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 So place
System
using first.
Yeah, did it show if you say
Is it replace or place?
It was place.
Place system directives first.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
Oh, place. Oh, I see. Okay, I just clicked on that. And then what do I do there?
You just check the box.
Yeah, check the box.
There's many boxes.
Sorry, Kay, do you mind clicking on tools options for me real quick?
It would be on the using directives section.
What
So you have to scroll
watch
down.
Kailu. Watch Kailu. Kailu,
Okay.
type in system in the search box. Watch this, and then click on advanced, and then place system directives. Do you see?
I
Do you see this
see.
box? Place
Yeah.
system directives.
Okay. Advanced.
There it is. You see it right there.
Place system. And what does that do exactly?
When you do clean up, it puts all the system directives, the usings for the system at the top.
Right.
Look, Kailu's
Oh,
showing
I
it to you. Look.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Pretty
nice.
cool. Sweet.
Wow. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Thank you, Elbic, for catching that. I appreciate it.
Isn't he great?
I mean, everybody here is pretty cool. So,
Except for Mabruk.
except for the crazy guy who put us all together. No, I'm kidding.
What do I say to Mabruk? Je t'aime, mon ami. Is that right?
Oui, moi aussi, bien sûr.
Merci, mon ami.
Mon cher ami,
Merci beaucoup.
je t'en prie.
This is getting weird. So there's an interesting piece
Click.
here. Kailu, should we also throw an error if well, if the request, we're digging inside the request. Can you go back to the validations that we did with completion service tests to see? Yeah, double click in there. What did we do? We basically went and said, okay, what happens when the completion itself is null? Can you scroll up a little? So when the completion is null, but when the completion request is null, what do we do? The second test. We just say object is required, right? Okay, so then the next one, exactly pretty much the third test then. We want to validate that the messages are in there, and we want to validate that the model is in there as well. So you need to have the model. This is invalid text, yeah. And then we should have the messages. And the messages, the problem with messages is that it's an object, so just make it null, I guess. What's it called? Do control space. See what comes out from the other side. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You're good. Nice. So that should be chat completion request. Brian, you're coming in next. Get ready. Everyone will write code today. It's gonna be a party. It's gonna be great. Yep. Keep it value required, please, Kate. because we might change it at some point in time to something else other than just a string. So, yep. Cool. Yeah, that should be it. Let fly. What are you gonna do, Brian? You gonna make that test pass? Is that what you're gonna do? You're on mute, brother. Mm. Ooh, Hello's sending you 3 failing tests in one shot. How about that?
What? I got to do 3 validations?
Let's go, Parker. Let fly. Set that GitHub on fire for me. Let's go.
I guess I got to show me screen.
That's a good idea. Thank you, Kay.
But we did not see if it was for the good reason or not.
Oh, it was. He checked. I don't double check on Kailu. He knows.
Nice.
I just can't get him to run all the tests though. He doesn't give a crap. You know, he just wants to run the one test.
Uh-oh.
What's happening?
I got
Revert
some rubbish.
everything.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it. Okay, let's run all the tests. Let's see what happens. I think during pairing sessions, all the tests in one solution get reruns a lot more than the pipelines, which is great because literally with every commit, you're just doing that extra check to make sure things, which should also help us with detecting flaky tests, right? So when you do that rerun, even if it passed once on the other person's machine, it might not pass on yours, especially for the geniuses that like to put real date time instead of mocking date time into their tests. That would be an easy one to catch. You know, there's many, many stories I can tell about that one. All right, there we go, Brian. Let's do it.
So we got to do the validation and everything here. So.
Yes, sir. We need a new rule. We need a new rule for the text validation. Elbic, walk Brian through this one. As needed, of course.
All right. Yeah. So we are gonna write rule like this. Like 30, yes.
So this one will work great for the messages, right? But we need another rule, right?
Mm-hmm. For text, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So what are we checking? What's the first one we're checking?
We're doing for an object. For this one, we'll do for a string.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just checking what are the 3 things we're checking on this one.
Oh, it's just Kailu. He basically sent you a theory test, which is basically a test that's sending you 3 invalid values for the same property.
Yeah.
Is invalid message. Shall we change the name? So
Nope. Just it's very generic at the type level. You just need to say
Yep.
string in here.
Yep.
And then for the variable name, you can call it text. And then you just want to run in string dot is null or white space, right? Elbic, is that the one? Yep.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we need to change here, Elbic?
Yeah.
What?
So the string should be capital. We are using as if it's class.
Not the primitive type. So string. Yeah. Okay.
Is
that
there
should
a
do-
reason for using the class instead of the
Yeah.
primitive?
Yeah. Primitive types are supposed to be data carriers. You know, classes are supposed to have routines in them. So because Microsoft .NET basically merged them both together and made the class an alias right? Now you can do it on both, but it just doesn't make any sense. You know, if string is really a struct, it shouldn't have any functions in it.
I see. I see. Makes sense.
Take that extra line on 41, Brian. Now let's add the two validations that you have. So if you scroll all the way up, let's add the validations, just whatever Yusuf added in a rule, we need to add more rules in here, right? So yeah. So we want
Yeah,
to
but
add go ahead. What is it?
I'm sorry, but this should be another validate method. We should break this circuit here.
Good. Good.
Yeah.
Good call.
So I should be explain.
So just a method like this, Brian, this guy just solved a problem I've been trying to solve for a year. And I didn't have a solution for you, son of a gun. So Brian, just take a new line. I'll tell you about this in a second. I just learned something today. Nice. Very nice. Put in a rule and parameter just like Yusuf did for the parameters that Kailu was validating in the test.
Right.
So Elbik, where did you come up with that? How did you figure that one out?
I guess it was in the
I didn't teach you that.
completions. In the
In the
completions?
Oh, we did? Is that what we did in the completions?
Yeah, Kailu did, I guess. Let me double check.
Also, Kailu came up with this. Son of a gun. Kailu, where did you come up with that?
Oh, it's
I
different.
don't even remember.
Yeah, it's different. So it says validate completion request not null. It was done just like this, but we can do this way. I thought it at first like
Dude,
this.
you just changed the standard. Just right now.
So what are we checking here? We're checking the
Request.messages.
So what would be the difference then? Versus validating all the properties at once.
He wants to break the circuit, but still report invalid. So this way, oh, you son of a gun. So instead of us going and creating an exception for every single object that's nested under that complex object, he basically went and said, why don't you just call validate multiple times and break the circuit at your own? Oh man, that's really
broke.
That one reduce the
broke.
numbers to for each, right?
But
no.
broke the rule of validate itself.
So how do we iterate through the messages?
Just like Yusuf did, Brian. Literally, just the same one as line 19.
Yep.
So this is crazy. I should probably like. So you see here, he's basically saying, well, if the request is null, I don't want to continue to do any additional validations because all of these things are nested under request. That's a problem that I've been trying to solve for a while, right? This is sweet. This is pretty sweet. Respect. I love it.
Okay, because you are checking message which is inside the request object.
Yes. See what he did there?
Yeah.
So he basically said, I'm gonna make nested non-circuit breaking validations. So Brian, you just have to do chat completion.request.messages. That's all you gotta do. Just like what Yusuf did. Except that instead of chat,
So just the check completion dot request.
Dot messages. Because we need the name, right? It's not letting you? Is that why?
No.
What it's just type messages anyway. Let's see what happens. Type messages anyways.
If you just want to get its name, you just.
I'm okay with that too.
Yeah.
Interesting. It doesn't do nesting. Ah, damn. Okay, let's add another rule.
Here?
Yep. Next one. Next closing paren. Not this one, the next one. Yep, take a new line. And let's do a new rule for the model. Elbik, where did you come up with that stuff? Did you just make it by mistake?
No, I was thinking. I guess I'm using it in my other projects.
You are, aren't you? Why didn't you tell me about this, bro? I need to update the standard. This is a very good. This is huge. This is amazing. I love it. So you're looking for the model now, right? So that dot model, right?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do we have to also, so we're only checking the parameter, sorry, that's all right. Yep, I'm good.
Hmm.
Model.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Nice. And then put a new line between 25 and 26, because these are two separate rules. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, yep. Run the runnies. That should do the trick for you. All right. What's the test say? Ah, it's still mad at you. Maybe the value. If you scroll down a little
Yeah,
bit, Brian,
sorry.
let's see. Huh? No, we're good. Okay.
It hadn't
Give
finished yet.
give me.
There you go. Yep. Yep.
Yep. Give me that test. So put in a commit with the test name and just say pass.
Yep. Oh, gosh, I'm lost. Where's the test name? Unit test.
You need to kind of keep those on the left side, Brian, so you can just do control minus. It should take you back to where the test was. If you do control
Here?
minus, yeah, control minus. Keep going until it kind of gets you to the test.
I don't think I had the test open. Yeah, did
You
it?
didn't have it open? Yeah, that's okay. Just find the test explorer, click on test, and then view test explorer from the top menu.
Oh. Tools. Test.
Yep, and then test explorer, and then stick it to the left side. If you just hold it from the top, it will show you these things on the left. Yeah, just stick it to the left side. It's like Yusuf did.
Yep.
And then here you go. That should throw validation exception right there. Yep.
This one.
Yep. Double click on that one. Should take you to where the test is.
I did.
It's not.
No.
That's odd. Okay, let's navigate to it then. I don't know why it's not doing that. Yeah, just find it in the foundations under validations and then it should be the last test at the very bottom. That's where Kailu put it. Should have Kailu's name on it as well. I think that's the one. Yep. Okay, Ricky, I'm giving you a failing test. Are you ready, son? Wanna play?
Already?
Oh yeah. I'll take it. Is it all out, Brian? You good?
No, it's not pushed yet.
Okay, waiting. Cool. My turn. I get to write some code. Especially for Ricky. Ricky, let's go to town. Let's make this fun. So, Kylo, I think these are all the validations that I can think of, right? And then we're gonna start do dependency validation exception, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
the same as the other one.
The other
right?
one, yep. Okay. So, chat completion, dependency, validation, exception. And then I can go down here and say, here is this guy is public because it's gonna be exposed. It inherits from exception. Must take in an exception, inner exception. And then here's your base, and then here's a message, and then here's chat completion, dependency, validation, error occurred, and then fix errors, and try again, and then here is your inner exception, right? And then we want to basically take in the, I think this guy could fit in this way. How long are you? You are 112. You should be fine. And then here's Control KE, Control KE. That takes care of that. And then that should map into invalid exception. So we can go back in here. Now this invalid exception could have a new kind of a constructor, and that new constructor can take in exceptions as generic ones. So this is your inner exception like this, and then I want to pass in chat completion is invalid. I don't know if it was Gregory or someone else that told me about this today. He said I used your library and the exceptions are beautiful. I know exactly why things are failing. It's much clearer this way, and I can work with it. Was it you, Greg? I think it was him. Okay, so this is back to validations where we consider dependency. I don't know, Kylo, what did we set up on? Dependency validations go into exceptions or validations? I'm gonna put them in validations, huh? Is that right? Or do we put them in exceptions? Do you know?
Check what you did previously.
That's a good point. So control ML, I think we put them in here. Should throw the, oh, we put them in here. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna create this one. I'm gonna go and say here's my dependency exception. This is exceptions. We consider them exceptions too because we didn't generate them. They just happen, you know, we don't have any hand in them. There has been quite a debate about whether to put these on the validation side or the exception side. Anyway, here's public async task should throw dependency validation exception on send if dependency validation error occurs. And that should be asynchronous. We are at 113, so that should be good. And then here is given when then, right? And then here is your chat completion. And because this guy is, we don't care about the value of it, we're gonna go and say some chat completion. That's us saying, I don't really care, you know, what this guy is doing. We don't have a chat completion generator yet, so we need to create one, right? So I'm gonna go down here and create private static filler chat completion. This will be the very first time we do this in here. Chat completion filler is your guy, and then I don't know if this guy has Brian, do your models have any object type in them? Do you know?
I'm just checking chat completion for you. So chat completion does not.
It doesn't have anything, the request or the response, right?
I'm just thinking. Just checking.
Thanks, sir. There's that guy, and then private static create chat completion, create random chat completion. Oop, 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 oop. It probably does. I just don't know where.
I can't see any.
No.
There isn't? Are you guys sure?
Yep.
Okay, I trust you, I think. Create random chat completion. And this guy will return this. I don't know why this guy's tripping. Yeah, it's just too slow. It's too slow for us. Okay, so create random chat completion. And then this is me basically saying, hey, I want to generate some exception, right? So this is specifically for bad request exceptions. This is bad request, right? HTTP response, bad request exception. This is HTTP response, bad request exception. That's what's coming from the outside world. And then we go map that to invalid chat completion exception. So here's new invalid chat completion exception that will take in HTTP response bad request, because now the constructor of this guy can handle this guy. And now I can go and say expected chat completion dependency validation exception. So here's new chat completion dependency. I think I created one. And here is your invalid chat completion exception. That should take that one here. And then let's make trouble, right? So here's the OpenAI setup. And we're basically saying, hey, it doesn't matter what you're actually getting in as an input parameter. I want you to freak out and throw HTTP response, bad request exception. This should be post chat completion request. And this should be external chat completion because that's what we map these for. Ah, I did generate one by mistake. Come on.
Hassan,
Yeah.
is there a reason why we're starting to do this test and not the unauthorized ones first? Like,
Uh,
remember that we kind of did
the
a code
order?
up because of the order? Yeah.
I don't know why I started with this one. I just
Okay.
decided to, external
Okay.
chat completion. No, you're absolutely right. I just don't know why I did that. I guess I decided that this is what I'm gonna do now. So yeah, but ideally we should start, and that's a good point, Ricky. We should start with the most likely things to happen. So you'd get URL not found exception, and then you have the unauthorized exception, and then you start with the bad request and all that junk underneath that. We could do the rest of these tomorrow or Monday. That's okay. I just wanted to kind of get this one out. So here's this send chat request. Come on, AI, you can write it. Come on, don't make me work. Fine. Okay, to chat completion, dependency actual chat completion, dependency validation exception equals, and where am I now? That's line 108, so I should be fine. And then await assert throws async. There you go. So now you're gonna help when I don't need you. Cool. This is this is value task. That is all that. I don't need this anymore. Yeah, Michael Mendelson invented that one. You see the names, you see the people. You don't see the code anymore. So here we go. Should be equivalent to, and then expected chat completion events validation exception. And then I want this verify here to happen to say that I actually did happen once. So I'll take that guy here, turn that into verify, and then switch that guy here. And since say times once, take that guy out. And then in here, we're basically going to say, give me a mock. So just type mock and then VNO, verify no other calls. That should be a good test. This method has a Billy though, so let's fix that Billy. Yeah, as long as, yeah, this is much better. So let's go and run this. Do we have any unneeded usings in here? We have just the one, Control KE will take care of that. And then Gregory not calling that, I don't think so. Okay, maybe it was the other dude as well. So what this should do, it should say, hey, I received HTTP response bad request exception because the mapping, the categorization, and localization never happened, and I expected you to give me a chat completion dependency validation exception. Okay, Ricky, go crazy. It's all yours. Let's wrap it up. A couple of more tests tomorrow or next session. Just finish this one today. That means everyone got engaged today. We all wrote code today. It's great. Let's do it.
All right.
But by the way, just so you guys know, this is the biggest group, engagement, like on call, everybody in since Brian and I started this party. So I appreciate your time. I appreciate your effort here. Okay, man, let's go.
Yeah, pulling the changes now.
Now just imagine in a hypothetical utopia if your day job is like that. You're just hanging out with people all the time, kind of picking on each other, having fun, just chilling. Sometimes we'll take a little break and we're learning something from each other. To be honest with you, like people listening and applying the standard, but it kind of have this amazing positive effect where people are teaching me back things that I didn't think about. And I appreciate that. This is really great. This is really cool. All right, Ricky, 3 seconds on the clock, or I'm gonna hang up on you. I'll be
All
like,
right.
we're gonna break into a commercial break. And then it's just gonna be over. All right, let's do it.
So it'll be HTTP response
Yes, sir.
of that request.
Mm-hmm.
exception. Yep, got this
Cool.
right. Change this name.
Yep.
And then I have to localize it, right?
Yep. Yes, sir. Thank you.
D and then no, not this one.
Yep.
Invalid.
Chat
Chat
completion.
completion exception.
You know, Brian will repeat these patterns enough times. We'll have enough people that kind of could pick up this thing and just run with it.
Mm.
Passing the yep.
Yep.
Hey Ricky, can you zoom in a little bit for people with phones?
Oh, please,
Oh yeah,
Ricky,
sure.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, usually the recommended one 150, right?
Yep. You are at 145, 159. That's fine. I can see it now. I can. If I can see it, then everybody else would. I think I should get glasses. I really should think, but why is this guy freaking out? It's saying it could be something
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
it's tripping. It's
just visual,
tripping.
yeah, visual's just tripping. That's right. That's what it is.
So it'd be chat, pen. Come on. Chat completion, dependency validation.
No, wait. Take all of that nonsense away. Just remove that last one that you just did. Like take the type away. I'm gonna show you something really cool. Type this. Type C.
Oh, by the okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Just type CC, right? No.
CC
D
D.
V.
Yeah, V. Yeah, gotcha.
Look, it's even lighting up the first letter. Do you see the autocomplete is kind of
Yeah.
highlighting? Oh yeah, like a gangster for days.
That's crazy,
Oh
honestly.
yeah. Oh
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that only in V2 Visual Studios 2022?
Yeah, I think so. I think so.
That's crazy. Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, Yusuf, you should check out Copilot X. It explains code to you.
I haven't actually taken a look. I started using this Visual Studios Code extension called RubberDuck.
Mm,
It's pretty much allowing you to RubberDuck with OpenAI.
mhm.
And it's pretty cool, but I need to try Copilot. I'm
Ricky,
also
what?
afraid. I'm afraid to try Copilot because I feel like I'm gonna feel like my job is gonna be taken away. Like
Your
it's
job
gonna
is not
bring
going to be
back that
taken
fear.
away. There will always be like the stuff that we're doing right now kind of lays down the foundation for why the people that are watching this stream and the people on this call, it's going to be very hard for you specifically, the people that are following this, to lose their jobs, because this is like an intro of building on top of what you already know towards something that we have no idea what it is. Like
Right.
there will be a point in time where we have to stand up our own chat GPT server, our own AI server. Ricky, quick question for you. Why does it say passed in that drop down? It should say the test name, right, on the left. What is
Uh
what is this passed thing? Did we name a class passed or something?
oh, because I grouped them
Oh,
by
you grouped them
either
this
pass.
way?
Yeah, I usually group them like the ones that pass, the ones that fail. Yeah.
Okay, Ricky, you owe me a failing test next time. You know, the failing test will be to take care of the URL not found exception,
Okay.
and we're gonna like it would be just one more session. We'll wrap up all the exceptions. You know,
Yeah.
Kylo, you and I are gonna hit 120 on this one, just to get this out the door. And then the team, Brian, Yusuf, because you guys haven't touched on the client yet, I want you to kind of get your hands dirty on that one. So the things that we haven't done before, we'll find the people that haven't done that part. We'll build the client, and then we hit the next release of OpenAI. That would be VO2.
Mhm.
And then we pick up the next sprint, list all the models. And then we pick up the next sprint, do the editing. And, there's only just a handful. This whole thing is like 5 or 6 sprints, and then once we figure that out, on the side, we could start saying, okay, what can we do with this library? How can we simplify it? How can we actually make it, public for people? How can we actually release V1, right? To Brian's point the other day that we were talking about, we want to build processing services. Yusuf, I might need your help on this one. Building processing services to simplify the user experience, right? I don't want people to like. unless you want to go full nerdy, I want to respect mainstream developer that just wants to pass in a string and get a string. I want to pass in a string that says hello and get a string that says hello back to them. That's more than enough. Think about the guy that works 8 hours a day fixing bugs and data all day and wants to learn something new. We gotta drag that guy in too, you know? Somehow we need to make it so easy because they're not gonna sit down and learn your model. They just their brains are fried for fixing bugs all day. You know, at some point in time, gotta unplug that motherfucker from the matrix as well. You know what I mean? So we'll see if we can do that. Right. All right,
We
people.
have
Go
to
ahead.
we have to revisit these two foundation services again to support streaming. That's
Absolutely.
Yep.
Support streaming, and the other thing that I want to do also, I want to start passing in cancellation tokens. I want to start passing in cancellation tokens to our asynchronous functions. You know, someone criticized me for this the other day, and I agree. They're right. I just need to think about, like, how do I sell it? How do I make it sellable? Thank God we don't use Java, so we don't have to write 2 methods and 2 tests. We can use optional parameters, which is great. However, mock is a little jerk about that. Mock will say, even if you have optional parameters, you have to say it is any when you're mocking this, which is really like, if you guys are developing mock, I swear to God, don't make me go write my own mock library. Do your stuff, okay? Anyway, I have a question in here. Candy says, I think it's just going to make developers faster. People who don't know coding cannot get far with AI. The reason is the goal is to make people who are not good at coding really get far with AI. But, you know, the reason is you may get a solution, but how will you know if it's a correct solution? That's a good point. They call them prompt engineers these days. That's a real job. You know, an engineer that admits it, says, hey, I'm going to use AI, but I am going to be the one validating and verifying whether it makes sense or not. Also, how will they fix if they get a bug? You know, ask Copilot X. Maybe it'll fix the bug in it. I've seen some crazy stuff. For the people that are not familiar with Copilot X, it basically goes and says, you know, people can go and tell it, hey, explain this code to me, or what are the bugs in this code? Let me just show you guys a real quick what that does. Copilot X. So check this out. The demo here, this is published by GitHub. This is GitHub project. And what you're basically doing is that you're going and saying, here's my code. I need a better, how do I vertically center? No, not this one. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. So you basically look, the guy on the left here, he selected a block of code, right? He will select a block of code on the right side, and then on the left side, it'll explain that code to them, right? So I say, please fix for the bugs in my code. So it selected the code on the right side, and it basically said to GitHub Copilot, hey, can you fix the bugs, potential bugs in this code?
You also saw the voice a feature.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
In addition to the voice feature, there is also people that did this ChatGPT movie. So they generated no, not this one. They generated let's see, OpenAI movie generator, text to video or something like that. So they created an entire Iron Man kind of short video using ChatGPT, right? Like the entire, in fact, actually, there's a bunch of researchers at Microsoft that generated an entire, I think it's a Simpsons episode in ChatGPT, right? So let's just take a look here and see if this guy just stops talking for a second. It would be great. Just show me the video, bro. No, not this one. Hold on. ChatGPT video, text to video. There you go. I just saw that this today, and it's quite fascinating actually. Yeah, there it is. Hold on. Look at this. This is all generated. Watch this coming video. This scene was generated with AI. Watch. Come on. Look at this. So they basically generated a scene from What is it? What is this, Brian? Star Wars, Star Trek? I don't know.
That looks like the episode 1 scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you basically describe the scene. You basically upload the script, and it will generate the scene for you.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going places like, and then there is also, you go and you tell people, there's many of this, like there's many, like I'll go and generate a video for you, but the one that the researchers at Microsoft did was the most interesting one. It's a full episode like this is all generated, right? And it's still really at its infancy. Like imagine where this is gonna be in a couple of months. Imagine where this is gonna be in a year, right? We gotta get on top of that and see what we can do with it. The first way to learn it is to build a library that allows people to a reliable library that allows people to work with it, and then we start digging deeper and see what we can do with it. And then Candy said, "Wow, I wonder what we are gonna do next as devs. I don't know, take down the AI machine. I don't know, something."
All I have to say is I used to work at a grocery store, so I know how to sweep and vacuum. Hey, I'll clean up after the AIs. I'm ready, prepared.
Hey, speaking of sweeping and vacuuming, there was this thing on the news about the Roombas.
I knew you were gonna say something about the Roombas.
The Roombas, they
I
take
knew
pictures
it.
of people. They found out that it's taking pictures of people, because they have cameras, of course. That's how they navigate in your house, right? Yeah, the Roombas are interesting.
Hassan,
Anyway,
you might like this one. There's an
uh,
Instagram post where this person basically created this he linked up his Alexa. I'll have to find the post and send it to you on Instagram, to his house so that if an intruder comes in, he's like, Alexa, there's an intruder, and it turns like the lights in his house red, and then it like lowers his blinds, and then
mm.
it like says some like scary AI text like you're gonna get like releasing the poison gas in like 5 seconds, and then like it's like the next step is like releasing the Roombas, and then it opens a door, and then the Roombas come out. I thought that was so fun. Yeah.
Eric is back. He says, "I agree. This is great. Disclosure, I'm not a bot," because we were thinking he's a bot earlier, like yesterday. I can see it enough to chat GPT. Copilot, but how much? Yeah, Copilot is not free, but there are people that are working on free alternatives. I know already today that there is a free chat GPT out there. I need to find the link for it. It's somewhere in the standard community channel. Someone shared this with me earlier, and I was like, it doesn't want you to log in. There's no login required. There's no registration required. It's pretty fast, right? And there's a lot of people that are trying to kind of, I know that the llama model has been leaked. That's the large language model that Facebook is releasing. That got leaked, and now it's on BitTorrent. Everyone is kind of sharing it. They even put it in the pull request of Meta, repo. They said, "Oh, just share the torrent link for that one." That was hilarious. But anyway, it's somewhere in the chat. Our chat is super active these days. It's very hard to find something, but it's definitely there. And then lastly, Tariq Sami says, "This is great, Hassan. I have my first LinkedIn live today at 3 Cairo 10. Any advice? Crisp voices you have. Crisp voices you have? Mabruk, translate what Tariq is saying." I don't know. I have
You
my
might,
first LinkedIn live today at 3 Cairo time. Any advice? Oh, just be yourself, man. Like with these sessions, I don't edit them. I don't put Have you noticed I don't put any bells and whistles in my videos? It's literally, if you walk in from that door and come sit down with me, it's not going to be any different. It's the same personality. I mean, Yusuf saw me in real life. Yusuf, do I sound different than what I am in real life? I
You would
mean,
even pull me in.
yeah, I
You'd just
mean,
be like, "There's Yusuf in the background. Say
yeah,
hi." And I'll be like,
just
"Yo,
just pull someone in.
yeah."
Oh, Tarek, if you want to be crisp, boys, I mean, Yusuf is using something called the Yeti microphone, but I'm using the A50. Like that, my voice. This is A50. I think it's the same one Brian is using, and Ricky's using the same one as well. So if you want to do the A50, um, that's definitely it. But yeah, Tarek, just be yourself, man. What's his name? Oscar Wilde says, "Be yourself. Everyone else is already taken." Just be yourself. You know, you don't need to be, you don't need to imitate someone else, you know. Believe it or not, I have a twin brother. We don't look the same. If you sit down with two of us, we're completely different personalities, right? So, just to let you go to bed with this unsettling feeling that there's two of me out there in the world, and you know, we don't know what that means. You know, we'll see what that means. We don't know. All right, guys. I love you all. I appreciate you all, and you know, I look forward to our next session. Let's wrap this up. Let's go to town. Let's every week. Let's roll up a new version. This is what Agile is. This is what the sprints look like. Test driven, pair programming, play by the book, get shit out there and make it work. Okay, I appreciate you all. Enjoy your rest of the day or night or morning, whatever continent. We're gonna have people from every continent. Literally, it's ridiculous. Talk to you guys later. Take care. Thank you all.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.